There's always something new trending on Twitter, from the most controversial topics to the most niche ones. And more often than not, we see celebrities trending for the weirdest things. And it's not any different this time. In today's video, we'll look closely at why Rick Ross was trending on Twitter. So let's not waste more time and get straight into today's video. First up, what's all the buzz about? Usually when celebrities start trending on social media platforms, it's got something to do with their music. But this time, Rick Ross got a little messy and uncomfortable. The topic of debate was his body size. More specifically, it was the fact that people don't pay a lot of attention to his body when the music speaks for itself. The conversation that followed had some interesting points, even though it was uncomfortable. It all started with a debate between Rick Ross and DJ Khaled. But as always, things blew out of proportion when the matter moved to Twitter. Some Twitter users started a hot debate, arguing about Rick Ross's business moves and thoughts on snack foods. So what was the debate between Rick Ross and DJ Khaled? Rick Ross began trending after GQ posted a video of him and DJ Khaled debating the best snack of all time. The two rappers shared a conversation about different snack foods. Rick Ross has his Rap Snacks Rozay Cheddar potato chips, and DJ Khaled with some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It doesn't seem like something that'd catch fire and start burning, but it did. The rappers were talking about their dietary habits while they debated, and the real controversy started brewing from there. The point of the controversy was that neither men nor women were made to feel ashamed of their bodies or belittled based on their dietary habits, and it was the other way around for women. And so the conversation found its way to Twitter, where all arguments go, and some good points were made, even though some fans disagreed with each other. Over 14,000 tweets targeted Ross and the media for narrowing down on bigger female celebrities, while the male celebrities essentially have their way. One user said that no one in the media ever shames that man's weight, referring to Rick Ross. And the user then said, on the other hand, black women couldn't even exist without people jumping on the bandwagon and shaming them. The tweet garnered nearly 21,000 likes and almost 4,000 retweets, even though some people didn't agree with the user's take. Some people replied with the counter-argument that Ross was ashamed for his body size at some point and was also heavily criticized for his unhealthy habits. Another user shared a meme body-shaming Ross and implying that if he keeps eating too much fast food, it won't be long before he dies of heart disease. Don't go anywhere because we've got more hot takes to go over with you all. And now, from memes to a little messed up. On the other hand, a user argued that Rick Ross was vocal about his body and heart issues with his fans and ultimately got 40 times healthier. This was said to suggest that this sets him apart from all other highly criticized plus-size celebrities. But the original argument got the most support for the claim that men go on with their lives while women have to harbor a lot of hate for their body size. And many more users chimed in with their thoughts on the matter too. This is a recurring thing on Twitter, and that doesn't come off as a surprise to most people. Some users started talking about how women are targeted by the media and fans regardless of their habits. For example, some pointed out that whenever health and the body are mentioned in a conversation, Lizzo is almost certainly brought up. That's seriously messed up in and of itself, and comedians mock her for it too. Many tweets tried to make a point by bringing up Lizzo. The point was that while DJ Khaled and Rick Ross are merely made fun of, women face the worst of it, and it can never compare. Even on this topic, there were two sides to the argument. Some people maintained that Lizzo had it coming her way since she goes out of her way to show off her naked body and then cries about it when someone has something to say. Even as more musicians are working to promote body positivity, Lizzo can't seem to catch a break, even if she owns up to her body. And that brings us to our next topic. Up next, Lizzo's history. Lizzo has been through it, and she claims the one person who helped her through some of the darkest periods of her life was Beyoncé. She opened up recently about the hard days she spent in the music industry, her interactions with real-life trolls, and the feeling of not fitting in properly. When Lizzo participated in the super famous Carpool Karaoke with James Corden, she let the fans in on her history. She went on to say that when she was shy and didn't think she was cool, she'd listen to Beyoncé when she was getting picked on. Lizzo went on to say that Beyoncé's music transported her. She later added that she wants her music to make people feel how she felt when she listened to Beyoncé. She said that she felt like her life was getting better and that there was hope for her. She even called Beyoncé her North Star. Lizzo said that she was depressed when she dropped out of college and would listen to B-Day on repeat, which instilled a voice inside her. She told herself that she'd be a singer. With the release of Lizzo's 2019 album Love You, the singer made her commercial breakthrough and started topping the charts worldwide. Fans started falling in love with her carefree attitude and confidence. The Minneapolis-born singer's net worth and fame have only increased since then. She's also collaborated with many famous artists and has many successful singles. Ironically enough, though, they still haven't met. Given that Beyoncé and Lizzo are two of the biggest names on the planet in 2022, it's likely they're going to cross paths soon. Beyoncé has shown love to Lizzo on social media. For example, on Lizzo's 32nd birthday, Beyoncé met on social media to wish her a happy one. Lizzo was beyond ecstatic and posted a video on Instagram thanking Beyoncé and squealing at her fans in delight at the news that Beyoncé had wished her a happy birthday. It's some wholesome stuff, but with the pressure of social media and the countless influencers of Hollywood, it's naturally difficult for someone to love their own body. Coupled with present expectations, celebrities have the added pressure of being under the scrutiny of the public eye too. And they're especially more in the face regarding women's experiences in society. And now, influencers and body positivity. But some still try to use their influence and voice to change that twisted narrative. They include the likes of Alessia Cara, Beyoncé, Missy Elliott, Demi Lovato, and Lizzo, among others. It's great to see celebrities teaming up to push one another and not get tied down by this. Maybe it's not so bad out there. But there's trouble brewing elsewhere, and it's got to do with Rick Ross. Finally, Rick Ross threatens lawsuit to protect his brand. Rick Ross threatens to sue a woman behind an upcoming kids event unless she changes the name because he claims his Boss brand is being copied. Tiffany McIntosh received a warning shot from Rick Ross's team of I'm the Biggest Boss conference. This was after accusing her of using some of his biggest hits singles, The Boss and Push It, to market the conference structured to shape children into entrepreneurs. The legendary rapper insists that her conference is likely to confuse that he's the one sponsoring her event. This is because he had won his own Boss Up conference last September. According to the letter, Rick Ross says he wants to save Tiffany the litigation hassle and solve the matter amicably. But on one condition. There's a catch. Tiffany will have to take Boss out of her conference and stop using Rick Ross's music to promote her event. Tiffany has included celebrities in her event with scheduled appearances from Romeo Miller, Vivica Fox, and Master P. But Rick Ross doesn't want anything to do with it and insists his name, brand, and music be kept out of it. Ross wants his demands met by the 5th of October. On the other hand, there is no news of Tiffany following up to make the changes. Instead, she plans to go ahead with the event as it is. Ross's legal counsel stated that they'd assess the situation accordingly if Tiffany failed to comply. We could be headed towards a battle of the bosses in court. And that's a wrap. What do you think about the whole Twitter drama? Do you think men are more likely to get away with unhealthy habits? Who do you think has the greatest hand in promoting body positivity? Let us know in the comments below. See you at the next one.